What's up, everyone, and welcome to Season 2 here, and the latest installment of Redemption Time with Darby County. I said I would probably come back towards the end of the transfer window. I'm coming back a little bit earlier just to go over some things, and the next episode will probably be around Christmas time. But today we'll go ahead and we'll play Fulham and then Swansea in the Carabao Cup. Looking at Club Vision, I'm currently with a B plus, on course with payroll budget. Had to adjust that before the video started because I noticed that. Um, but current season, the goal is just to avoid relegation, competitive in FA Cup and competitive in Carabao Cup. Uh, but the required ones are avoid relegation and competitive in FA Cup. Desired in Carabao Cup, which it is what it is. Similar to last season, and then obviously supporters B plus as well. So overall, doing decent. Finances looking alright. Transfers, I haven't had any in yet. I've got a couple that I would like. Well, I lied actually. I do. I did bring in several. I don't know why they're not showing up here. Let me see. Maybe I gotta do it this way. So, Blackett Taylor's loan was extended. I didn't do that. It was automatic. He was brought in on a free. I got Ferguson when his contract expired with Crystal Palace. Then I bought Adeniran from this team. I'm not even gonna try to say that team's name. Don't want to butcher it too bad. And then I also bought Langello from Birmingham. Solid backup because when I was looking at the squad planner, I needed some depth in those positions. Because I really didn't have it with Forsyth's retirement because I had Leon's Foster as the backup, but also could be used as center back or right back even. So I went ahead and bought because Kane Wilson I should also mention is wanting out, I do believe. Um, yeah, he's leaving after this year, which is fine. So we'll have him this year. But then I had Rooney, who developed into a really good center back, so he's third choice there. And then Leon's Foster here. So I just wanted a good backup slash starter depending on the day and injuries. Speaking of injuries, in case you haven't already seen, Joe Wildsmith, our starting keeper, is out with a dislocated shoulder and is set to be out for a while. Very unfortunate, but fortunately, Vickers is just as good, so not too stressed there. And then also, one last thing that I did add in, fortunately, I was able to extend my scouting range. I didn't want to do that too soon because I knew that being in League One wouldn't really help. Um, attract anyone. So I've got that extended, and I'll work on that some more, probably off camera, so don't bore you guys with that. But without further ado, we can go ahead and start the season. I did keep the same tactics. I take that back. I lied. Sorry. I had to switch up a little bit because, like I was saying, with the injuries and stuff. So this is kind of what it looks like now. Same formation, same tactics, just different players. I'm needing a striker here. That was one I saw. Uh, Hianacho, I don't know how to fully say that name. I know I butchered it. Was on a free, and I started negotiations with him, and then it hit me like a brick wall that he wants way too much money for what I can offer, which, fair enough. Um, Move Rooney up here for, let's see, probably Kane Wilson, since I got Ferguson. But as you can tell, this is the ideal lineup, barring Wildsmith maybe in, Forna in, but this is what we're working with here. So, yeah, obviously they're all struggling to see out the match. And wait, before I proceed, I'll show you guys how we did in the preseason. So it went quite well, actually. Everton, this game I'm really proud of. We choked the 3-0 lead, but it's because I took out most of the starters. And in this game, I used mostly the kids. So pretty successful preseason. But anyways, now for real, we'll start the game. Hopefully, you get to see a win. I know this season I won't record as many games because, being realistic with myself, my goal is to avoid relegation, right? So it's not going to be pretty. There's probably going to be lots of losses and draws, but it is what it is. Get a good foundation this time. Maybe challenge in a season or two's time because I know this would be a longer series, but I wanted it to be fun and enjoyable for everyone, and that includes being, very realistic. Life happens. You win some, you lose some. But anyways, the game has started. Good tackle there already. Mercutian off the crossbar. Thought we were going to go up 1-0 early. Um, I didn't think to look at our odds. Maybe I should have done that. Told you guys I'll check after this game. What we're expected to get. Um, Probably lower mid-table. I almost want to say lower mid-table. I think realistically we could get anywhere in mid-table. that's going to be my personal goal for this season. Because you can tell I'm signing players. I want to do good. I don't want to just use all these players, and kind of pray that everything goes our way. I want it to be realistic, and that is unfortunate. 1-0 down here in the 22nd minute, but it's one of those things. Don't want to get too bent out of shape about it because it sucks, but it's part of the game, learning curve, right? But also last season, you guys didn't see it, but I didn't start off too hot, And who was that? Barcusian, great. Um, he's gonna have to make it to halftime. I don't want to waste a stoppage here. But I'm looking forward to this season. I definitely think it'll be a more interesting one because I won't be, walking the league. I won't be struggling immensely or anything. Hopefully, knock on wood. But yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to it just like me. But like I said, I'll probably record this episode and then come Christmas time, probably reconvene, and then towards the end of the season. So probably 3 parts for this particular season, just because I know it can be a lot of games, and if we're not doing, great in anything, I don't want to bore you guys with constant parts where I, lose two or three in a single episode. I'm trying to be realistic as well. Hopefully you guys don't mind that. I could change my mind, of course, as I've done multiple times already. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and start making changes. Ferguson's going to get to go in. Who else needs 6.2? We're Blackett Taylor. I probably should have started him. But it is what it is. So that's 3 subs. Yeah, I'm just going to wait there. I can't remember which teams for sure got relegated off the top of my head. I know last season, in my last episode, I did say I thought Exeter would go down. They fortunately didn't somehow. They picked it up there at the end. Like, go ahead and use that sub. Ball into the box. This obviously not a great debut here in the championship, but this was against a Fulham team that just got relegated from the Premier League, so obviously I would have higher hopes for them. I think my tactics will work, but we'll have to see. I might have to readjust those, and if I do, I might make a video on that. But I'm going to try to stick with them because I'm trying to get players in those positions, right? I want them to play my style that I'm wanting to go with here because I feel like it's really good. It was last season, that's for sure, and hopefully it is this season. But obviously, again, promotion. Well, we'll just have to see. Here, maybe at the death, not at the death, but here close to the end, could get an equalizer. That'd be nice. But if anyone has any suggestions for tactics or ideas, I'd love to hear them. I'm always open. It's just right now, I believe this is probably suits the team and my idea. I don't want to sound too corny here. My philosophy, if you will, with what I want to do, because I want to play attacking, but I also don't want to get destroyed, and that is not good. Okay, well, fortunately, it wasn't a red card there. I was worried. The slowdown in play, I was paranoid. But here, +4 and at a time. Let's see if we can do anything. Vickers collects. Would be interesting if we could get a draw here, a cheeky little draw, if you will. I'm looking forward to the season as a whole, really. I know I've probably said that several times, and you guys might be annoyed with that, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun. Hopefully I don't get sacked, of course. Oh, pin? Okay. Who's taking it? I can't remember who I have on duty right now. I think it'd be Horihen, right? Yeah. Okay, come on. Okay. Okay. Well, we take this. We take this. Now let's just see it out. It's not pretty, but Fulham team just got relegated. It's a good start. Okay. Not the prettiest of games, but 92nd equalizer. Whew, I'll take it. It was one of those days, but it was also in the championship debut. Unlucky to get Fulham right away. But this is in 12th. Sunderland got smashed 6-1. Golly. Oh, because sent off in the 3rd minute is crazy. But I do know off the top of my head, Blackpool went up, obviously, and then I think it was Leyton Orient. Where are they at? Yeah, they went up. Might be going right back down, but it's just one game. I'll take it. Tight hamstring, that's not bad. So my assistant. And then the next one will be the Carabao Cup here against Swansea. I do want to be competitive in that, so again, to offer some leeway. I said that last season, and I went out in the second round. but I really do this season because I know the league itself isn't going to be pretty. So I'm going to need to focus on that. That's for sure. And my scouting and stuff I can do off camera because I don't want to have a 40-minute episode where I'm just like clicking scout further, continue scouting, stuff like that. I think for this one I might give starts to Ferguson probably and Langelo, just so I'm not, because I know the championship more games, it'll help having more squad depth. That was another reason I made those signings. But because like games like this, 3 days apart, I know League One wasn't any better really, but I know the championship as well can be a lot more demanding. Because in League One we had the advantage of we were favorites. We had the better squad. I can confidently say that. Even just starting the career up, we had the better squad. But I don't know how it fares to the championship, so I'm trying to be realistic in that. Because obviously in League One I could play the same players over and over again, and even if they're tired or getting exhausted, whatever, not too worried. But without, and this is for scouts. This guy. We'll sign him real quick, or start talks with him. But anyways, and I've learned to not listen to the selection advice. It's not really that helpful. Sometimes it'll screw me over. But also, I know you guys have to watch a lot of clicking, so my bad about that. Weston is another good striker. Even if he doesn't go out on loan, I wouldn't be too fussed about that. Could use him. Team selection, and then next match only. Go ahead and start Washington over Burkhardt Sibley for where Taylor. And I said I'd start Ferguson and Langelo. Is there anyone down here who I need to play? Not particularly. Okay. Well, this is how how we'll line up this time. Actually, I'm going to start Rooney as well. See, who would he be better to replace? Sheen or Nelson? Maybe we'll switch Sheen for now. And we'll just go ahead and get right into it. Give them their starts and their championship debuts, if you will. Full starting debut, of course. And we're up against Swansea, who I do believe are in the championship still. I didn't think to look. Actually, might make fun of me for that. I think they are. I don't think they got relegated or promoted. I think they were mid-table last season. But, anyways, that doesn't matter right here nor right now. We'll just be, okay, highlight already in the 5th minute. No. Okay, Ferguson, what can you do? And Ferguson, his contract expired. There was another one I was trying to get from Chelsea. I'm blanking on the name now. Langelo came from Birmingham City, but I had one that looked like had good potential and was a good future signing from Chelsea. And please don't score. Okay, good. And I went to sign him. He was 18 years old, but currently he had pulled knee ligaments, I think was what it was. And so my medical team said no, and I couldn't sign him, which was very sad because I figured he'd be good for the future. But hopefully Langelo is also decent and can at least hold his own. If not for the future, at least for current squad depth, and then reassess next year. Because again, I know I've got a good youth group coming through. I've said that several times, and it is true. And I'll be spending money in that, investing in that, and with more scouting, I'm able to I'll probably go to South America is one I'll probably go to because I know they usually, it seems like that's where the wonder kids come from. I'm gonna try to avoid like cheesing it, and like looking at specific ones that I could get for cheap. I'm gonna try to keep it somewhat realistic. I thought that went in. But yeah, so I'll be doing that again off camera. Won't bore you guys with that. Hopefully I get a good couple more. There we go. Look, and that's what happens. I started him and he scores. What a goal by Rooney. Proving me right. Nice little celebration there. But yeah, as I was saying, I'll do that. All the scouting off camera. Hopefully you guys don't mind that. Of course, could change my mind if I bring in, overhaul the team. But I just don't see a point in, a bunch more this season. Maybe next season, in-game season, so like third season in the game. Oh, okay, tipped it for the corner. But yeah, I'll be doing that more next season when I'm feel like I'm more stable in the championship. Unless that changes and I do amazing this year, but I'm keeping it realistic. I really don't expect us to go up. I almost don't want us to, because then I know I'd go right back down. And then I wouldn't be redeeming myself at all. I'd be probably finished worse than 11 points, to be honest. Oh, Rooney again. Can he whip it in for Tolangelo? Back to Rooney. Rooney crosses it into Ferguson all the way across, and that's unfortunate. Speaking of Premier League and lower point totals, none of the teams that went down broke the record, but Luton, Sheffield United, and Fulham were the ones to go down. Obviously, you guys knew about Fulham, and I believe I want to say Sheffield United was already, maybe it was Luton that was already relegated in my last recording. So there's that. We're doing good. We're doing good. Oh wait, pop this maybe. I'm not gonna make any subs right now. I might around the 55th, 60th minute. I say that, and here's a highlight. Maybe I'll regret that. Anyways, Mitchell coming down. Like the ball. Oh, beats Langella there. Well, it is what it is. Hopefully that didn't come back to bite us. But John Jules is hurt. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and make those subs. So you're injured. Fusion, you go in. Who looks like they need a sub? You could use a sub. Ferguson, you're doing all right, but Lance Foster might do better. Because he finished last season really, really strong. Leon Foster, that is. So hopefully he can carry that over. Did good with all the assists he got. Here's a nice little highlight. Hopefully we can tackle somewhere and win the ball back. One of the things with my tactics too that I've noticed, I've obviously pointed out before, I don't like full press because I feel like that just ruins the stamina. Sometimes I'll switch to certain players, but I usually don't have automatic press on anyone. Sometimes I might, this season being more defensive, but in games like this I don't feel like it's necessary. Thought I'd go ahead and mention that. Here's Leon's Foster. Can he prove me right away? Oh, no. Anyways, highlights over. Oh, but we did get a corner. Okay. Come on now. Go on then. Rooney with his second. Got the brace. Off the corner again. Okay, so Rooney set piece warrior is what I'm gathering from all this. How many subs do I have? 2 stoppers, 2 subs. Okay. Probably 75th minute. I'll make another sub. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do that with Fosu. Probably for Lang. And I'll save the last sub because there's an injury. Probably close to 85th minute. It'll likely be before you handle unless that changes. But anyways, I'm tearing up on this right side. I like this combination whenever Leon's Foster is in. Seems like a lot of highlights come from the right. Let's see. Focus of attacks. Okay, so yeah, about even actually. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take out Jorge just because I don't want him getting injured. Who do I want to go in for him though? That Kashin can play DM there since he's center back. Maybe it's close enough. It's another thing with all the subs. Several of my loanees, or not loanees, that I've loaned out were from those positions. Hopefully that doesn't mess us up too much in the future either. But I have loaned out several more. And then obviously, as you saw, Weston not getting one yet. But if not, I'm okay with that because it's an extra sub. Oh, there we go. Horian. Okay, well now I feel bad taking him out. But it's fine. He'll understand, surely. And I think with contracts, I think Nelson extended his. I can't remember for sure if he did or not. I'll have to check. But either way, seems like everyone's all happy campers here, which is what you love to see. Hopefully it stays that way. Good win here in the Carabao Cup because I don't see us bottling this. Knock on wood. I really don't think we will. Oh, good ball into Parkusian. Can he make it 4-1? No, but he gets the corner. Okay, Rooney. Time to shine again. Get you a hat trick. Let's see. Will he? Moment of truth. Dun dun dun. No. Okay, but it falls back into percussion. He puts it in Rooney. Okay, okay, we're just gonna recycle possession there. I'm okay with that. +6, golly. And I don't have another sub. Okay, that's all right though. 3-1, good victory. Hopefully you guys like this episode. Go ahead and applaud them for their work. I feel like that was a good start. You know, a 1-1 draw with Fulham, 92nd pin, and then obviously Carabao Cup victory. Angelo Price is on debut. That's what you like to see. Rooney stellar, and we won in the first round. All right. So that's all good things. How long is he out? Tight calf. Okay. Anything else? Oh, it's a little bit more money. Take that. Take that. Carlisle. I'm telling you, this team, bogey team for everyone. Against Middlesbrough. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. What was the? I didn't even think to see the score. Carlisle or Middlesbrough. Am I missing something? Where are they? I must have overlooked them. I definitely overlooked them. Oh, Middlesbrough right here. 1-0. Okay. Was it like a stunner or anything? Can I even watch? I don't even know if I can watch. I don't think I can. Well, we're going to check it out. Oh, we can. No, we can't. We can. Okay, so we're going to. Let's see, was it a good goal? We'll be the judge here. We'll be, might be some hating. Okay. 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 I thought it was going to be the free kick, and then I was like, oh, it's going to be La Volley, and no, a little disappointing, but you know what? We take that. We take that. But anyways, again, we'll play Rotherham next. I'll probably be back, realistically. I expect to probably be somewhere closer to Christmas, depending on how the season unfolds. Maybe sooner, maybe later, because if it's a lot of losses, you guys wouldn't want to have to sit through that. But until then, I guess that will be it for. Was there anything else I was going to show you guys? I feel like I was. Transfers. I think. Well, I already showed you this. You guys can look at who we let go of. Finances, transfer budget, payroll, club vision still B plus. Pleased with this, which is good. Now, of course, within payroll budget, and then haven't played FA Cup yet, and haven't played enough to really prove myself in the league, which is okay. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this short little episode. I don't know how short it actually was, but I will see you in the next one, whenever that may be. And yeah, peace out.